It's Bruno Mars featuring Cardi B. This one is called Finesse, one of my absolute favorites at the moment. 16 minutes after 2, if you just joined us, Sam and Celeste, the ladies of lunch with you all the way up until 4 p.m. And staying with the theme of internationalization, while we do celebrate the 25 years of international relations, we've got a guest in the studio today, Tanaka, who's currently the SRC representative for internationalization. Good afternoon, Tanaka. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm well, thank you.
Fantastic. So Stellenbosch University International works closely with various student bodies and institutions to ensure that the international students that enroll into Stellenbosch universities are well integrated, and the SRC is one of those, right? There you go. So what does internationalization mean to you, Tanaka?
Well, personally, to me, it's a process of integrating an international and intercultural as well as a global dimension to the functions of higher education, broadening, the strategies in which we transfer knowledge within this space, creating global networks, global research, and all of this. And most importantly, I think not only does it create and produce internationally knowledgeable graduates, but also culturally sensitive.
That's true.
Yes.
That's definitely true. So what is your role as the internationalization representative for the SRC?
Technically, in practice, internationalization is the process of commercializing research and creating global links and all of this. And I feel I'm rather not a representative of internationalization, but rather a representative of the international students that make up this, internationalization. And I feel my role in that aspect is to facilitate, the engendering of international characteristics like international open-mindedness and flexibility and thinking. And
that's a huge responsibility.
Yes.
That's a huge responsibility.
Yes.
So what do you value most about being the representative, do you think?
I think the one thing I value the most is that this interaction in such a diverse community, it forces students to examine, their implicit and explicit beliefs, and thus, making them take responsibility and engage in civic engagement and all of that. So it just constantly challenges you. It constantly challenges you to be in a space where you're aware of what's happening around you globally, and that's very important if we're going to compete in a global market.
Yeah, sure.
So how accessible would you say Stellenbosch University's campus is to foreigners in terms of integration?
In terms of accessibility, internationalization requires a holistic approach. It requires an approach from not only the international office, which is where it's centered right now, that is just the duty of the international office, but from an administration point of view, from academic point of view, architectural point of view, and all of that. And I think at this point, which is something the international office along with the SRC are working on, to be more inclusive in that regard. It's an issue not just at Stellenbosch University, but with most tertiary institutions in South Africa, that then certain privileges that come with tertiary education are restricted only to local students and are not available to international students. So that doesn't cover the whole thing of it being an accessible campus, because there's no financial aid for international students, no scholarship opportunities and all of that.
So you work with Stellenbosch University's international office, and what are some of these opportunities or activities that current Māori students have to participate in and encourage international students to participate in?
So the most recent thing that we're going to be having, we're going to have, it's an International Students' Day Engagement Forum.
Okay.
So we're going to have that on the 27th of April. So this is basically a platform for international students from all backgrounds to interact formally and informally with, members of staff, with the SRC, and with other students. And along with this, the SUI portfolio will be launching It's called a student. Well, I'm calling it a student ambassador program. I don't know if it's going to change anytime
If
soon.
it's official.
Yes, but I'm a student ambassador program where basically we have a representative from all the different countries that we have on this campus, and they will be positively influencing their counterparts on opinions on Stellenbosch.
Oh, that's nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, as well as addressing concerns that the people from their own home
Exactly,
countries
then you
have.
don't feel so alone, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Tanaka, if you had to explain to a foreign student coming to Stellenbosch University for the very first time, what would you tell them to expect? What would you say to them? Because I'm sure you have to do this often in any way.
Yes, I really do. Stellenbosch, it's a beautiful town, friendly people. However, it really is an adjustment when it comes to foreign students. It's not the most inclusive of places to be in. For example, in my first year, I was lost for an entire week because every building is in Afrikaans.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where I'm supposed to go. So I think more effort has to be made in inclusiveness. But I think Stellenbosch is on the right path in trying to fix all these things that have to do with integrating the campus.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That's really nice. Tanaka, all the way from the SRC partnering up with Stellenbosch University International to make sure the students, the main thing is for them to feel at home over here.
Yeah.
And then once they leave, to spread the word of South Africa.
Yes.
Right? There you go. Get hold of Stellenbosch University International. You can do so on their socials. You know this by now. You can get hold of them via their website, www.sun.ac.za/international, on Facebook, SU Globally, on Twitter, @SU Globally, and finally, you can get hold of them on Instagram, @SU_Globally.